Hello, dear ones. Father Peter John here, coming to you from All Saints Orthodox Church, South Fairfax Road in Bloomington, Indiana. Christ is in our midst. I wanted to talk today about a different story of the Desert Fathers. One in particular where there was a hermit, he was an old man, and there was a monk who lived nearby who liked to go into the old hermit's cell and steal from him from time to time. Another one of these stories, right, where you've got thievish monks. But anyway, so he was watching this happen, and he decided that he wasn't going to say anything because his heart said, well, this is a man in need, so I'm going to let him take what he needs. So this went on for quite a number of years, where this monk was taking and stealing from this old hermit. Finally, one day the hermit was on his deathbed, and all of the brother monks who lived nearby were gathered around. And this old hermit on his deathbed looked up, and he saw the thief there among the other brothers. And he said to him, come here and touch me." And so the thief walked over to him, and the old hermit took the younger monk's hands in his hand, and he began to kiss them. He said, "I thank your hands. It is through these hands that I am receiving the kingdom of heaven." And the thief realized that this old man knew that he'd been stealing from him for all these years. And he repented. He quit stealing. And he determined to follow the holy example of this old hermit in patience and devotion to Christ. It's another example of an opportunity for us to have an effect on others in ways that might seem a little unconventional. You know, if you see somebody come over and steal your lawnmower, you want to chase them down, do something to them, or you want to call the police or whatever else. And I'm not advocating for a breakdown of law and order, letting people steal from everybody. I mean, you know, you have to have a society where people respect one another's boundaries, and where people respect one another's property and things like this. But as Christians, the question is, as a Christian, how am I going to live my life, and what am I going to do with those things that God has entrusted to me? What am I going to do? Nobody's forcing anybody to do anything, right? We as Christians are given this choice of how we're going to live and invest the treasure that has been entrusted to us by God. So how am I going to live? What am I going to do with my treasure? And this story today of this old hermit, it's another example of how we can choose to react when people do things to us or take what is not theirs from us. We can have a heart that is so overflowing with generosity, that trusts that God is there in that moment, that entrusts this situation to God with prayerfulness, asking God, what do you want me to do in this situation? What do you want me to do? It makes me think of Les Miserables, right? Where, if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to spoil it for you, but the holy old bishop with Jean Valjean, and the candlesticks. If you haven't seen it, see it. By the way, I like the old version with Anthony Perkins. It's a good one. Anyway, God bless you and protect you, and during this time of the Apostles' Fast, may He continue to work on our hearts as we work on saying no to foods that we want and excessive entertainments and the things that we're fasting from. As we say yes to more prayer, may God continue to work on our hearts to make us saints. Christ is in our midst. He is and ever shall be.